Hidden inhabitants of the green planet. Across our planet, there are countless regions where nature continues to thrive largely untouched by human influence. At first glance, these places may appear quiet and still, yet they are the center of vast networks of life in constant motion. Nothing here happens by chance. Every change, every cycle, and every movement is part of a system shaped over millions of years. Forests, among the most remarkable natural systems on Earth, are far more than collections of trees. They are shared homes for millions of life forms connected by invisible relationships. From the depths of the soil to the highest reaches of the canopy, every layer supports its own unique story of survival and growth. In this world, time follows a different rhythm. The changing seasons do more than alter weather patterns. They determine the pace of life itself. After long periods of cold and dormancy come warmer days that signal new beginnings. The soil awakens, vegetation flourishes, and the cycle of life continues once again. Yet beneath this peaceful appearance lies an ongoing struggle. Gathering energy, surviving, growing, and securing the future are the fundamental rules of this system. Every living organism seeks its place within this vast equation, relying on its own unique abilities to endure. Nature is built upon a delicate balance. Strength matters, but so does adaptability. Speed can be valuable, yet patience often proves equally important. Success is measured not only by physical power, but by the ability to adjust to constantly changing conditions. Within this immense stage of life, nothing exists entirely alone. Invisible connections link every part of the system. A small change in one area can influence life many kilometers away. For this reason, nature is not a collection of isolated pieces, but a perfectly interconnected whole. One of nature's greatest strengths is its ability to change. Across days, months, and seasons, constant transformations ensure the continuity of life. Periods of drought, times of abundance, shifts in temperature, and environmental changes all shape the strategies that living organisms use to survive. At certain times, resources are plentiful and easily accessible. During these periods, life accelerates. Growth, development, and reproduction become more intense. Yet nature never moves in only one direction. Times of abundance are often followed by periods of challenge. Water remains one of the most valuable elements within this vast system. The continuation of life depends heavily upon its presence. Delayed rainfall or prolonged dry conditions can affect countless forms of life. As a result, many natural processes revolve around the endless cycle of water. When long-awaited rains finally arrive, the landscape undergoes a dramatic transformation. Areas that once seemed quiet suddenly come alive. The soil is renewed, vegetation strengthens, and life gains momentum once more. It is as though an invisible signal has been given, prompting everything to move at once. This transformation is more than a physical change. It marks the beginning of new opportunities as well as new risks. Every period of growth brings fresh challenges. In nature, every advantage comes at a cost. Even so, the system continues to function despite every obstacle. Change is one of nature's most fundamental laws, and it is through this constant process that life has endured for millions of years.
What may appear chaotic from a distance often reveals a remarkable order upon closer observation. Although this order is rarely visible to the naked eye, its influence can be felt throughout the natural world. Communication in nature extends far beyond sound. Scents, chemical signals, vibrations, and environmental cues form an invisible language through which living organisms perceive their surroundings, detect danger, and maintain their place within the ecosystem. Some communities display extraordinary levels of coordination. Thousands or even millions of individuals can function as though they were a single organism. Each member performs a small role, yet together they create systems of astonishing complexity. Through cooperation, intricate structures are built, resources are distributed, and collective defense mechanisms emerge. When individual strength reaches its limits, collaboration becomes the greatest advantage. This hidden order is older and often more sophisticated than many systems developed by human civilization. The strategies found in nature are the result of millions of years of adaptation, refinement, and evolution. Every action serves a purpose. Every decision contributes to the continuity of the system. Nature is therefore not merely a place where life exists, but a vast network of information operating with remarkable efficiency.
Throughout history, humanity has sought to understand the natural world. We have observed its processes, studied its patterns, and at times attempted to shape it according to our needs. Yet with every new discovery, nature reveals itself to be far more complex than we once imagined. Today we understand that life is not simply the sum of independent parts. Every system on Earth is connected through invisible relationships. Soil, water, air, and life itself are components of a single interconnected whole. A change in one part of the system can eventually influence many others. For this reason, protecting natural environments is not merely an environmental concern. It is essential for the sustainability of our shared future. In a rapidly changing world, nature offers an important lesson. True strength is found not only in size or power, but in the ability to maintain balance. The systems that have endured for millions of years have done so through adaptation and resilience. Perhaps this is nature's greatest teaching. The continuation of life depends not only on competition, but also on cooperation. Not only on growth, but also on preservation. Not only on strength, but also on balance. The green planet has survived for billions of years and continues to evolve today. What appears silent from afar is, in reality, a vast and ongoing story of life. The future of that story will depend on how well we understand it and how wisely we choose to protect it. Because nature is not only the legacy of the past, it is also the foundation of the future.